Everyone, and welcome to this Christmas practice. My name is Mary Kennedy, and I would love to share a practice with you that certainly has helped me in past Christmases and other times that I just need to come back into myself, to come back to centre. I teach the Celtic Wheel, and I've lived by the Celtic Wheel for the last 14 years. And this practice is really about returning to center, to the center point of the wheel, um, to the center of ourselves. So I really like, I find it so useful when, I've been stretched too far, or I'm out of myself, or I don't have myself, or which can often happen, of course, at Christmas and these times when we come together with family, um, and we can be triggered and we can get overwhelmed, and we can get lost in that exterior world and all the everything that's pulling at us, and um, the demands and the expectations. So this is just, I call it, it's a return to center, to the center of the wheel, to the center of ourselves. um, and it is basically deeply receiving ourselves, because what happens when we go outwards and stay out and get lost in all those exterior pulls, um, and old patterns, that really we do tend to just get pulled out of our center, and we stop receiving ourselves, and we often get lost in other people and other plans and expectations. So let us begin. So I like to do it seated, but it's if you feel like lying down, please do whatever really feels like it will nourish you most. And then if you're seated, just make sure your feet are on the ground, your knees are lower, or at least the same level or lower than your hips, and that, your spine is upright. And if you're lying, of course, just get comfortable. You might like to put a pillow underneath or a bolster underneath your knees, so your lower back will be more comfortable. And let's begin. So just closing the eyes if that feels good, or at least letting the eyes drop onto the ground if you're sitting. Or you might like to just imagine your eyes dropping into the back of your head if you're lying down, and just the gaze is not, you don't have your eyes open as such. And then just gently begin to invite yourself into this space. So this is a time to really receive ourselves exactly as we are, whatever is going on, whatever we might be a little triggered, or buttons have been pushed. And if that's the case, just allowing ourselves, taking our time slowly, gently, to arrive into this more quiet place. Just to letting ourselves settle, land away from the busyness, away from the noise, away from the expectations and the dynamics that we might be experiencing. And just really sense whatever part of the body is in contact with the ground or the floor or the bed. Just really sensing the weight, the contact. And then placing your hand on your belly and your heart, one on your belly, one on your heart, allowing yourself to really deeply receive yourself. Like, this gesture is a gesture I'm here, I'm withdrawing from the busyness, from whatever might have my attention. I'm withdrawing it, and I'm going to receive myself. It's deeply feminine to receive ourselves. So sensing the belly, the hand on the belly, hand on the heart. Oh, I'm just receiving myself. And then sensing the breath and receiving the breath. Just exactly as it is. Whatever way the breath, whatever rhythm the breath is. Emptying and filling, just let that be. Receive it exactly as it is. Notice where you can sense the breath most easily in your body at this moment, and just receive that breath from that place. And then expand your awareness from your breath and just receive your body. This amazing body that holds so much wisdom, that carries so much in its tissues and in its bones. Just sense this body and receiving it, opening to receive, receiving whatever is arising in your awareness of being in this body right now, being this body. And you might like to name 1 or 2 things that you're noticing about the body. And it might be discomfort or heaviness or contraction if you've been in a place where it's like a bit edgy, or again your buttons have been pressed. Just sensing how is this showing up in your body, and then opening to receive that. So it might be, a tender heart or contracted belly or sore head. Whatever's arising, how would it be to just name it and open to receive it exactly as it is, this incredible body of yours. Just attending with great receptivity to yourself, to what's here. And if judgment arises, really welcome that, receive that. Fáilte, you're welcome here, you're welcome. This is the truth of what's here for you in this moment. And then expand your awareness from the body to include your thinking mind. What's here in this thinking mind when you take time away, when you withdraw from the noise and the busyness and the hustle and bustle, and you close your eyes or withdraw? What is here in the thinking mind? What greets you? What is it that you notice? Maybe busyness, maybe some thought that keeps looping. And again, how would it be to open, to receive this, to allow it to be here exactly as it is? Not push anything away, not demonize anything or judge it, but just to allow this thinking mind to be exactly as it is. Aware of the hand on the belly and the heart, and in that gesture of deeply receiving yourself and all that is arising in this inner kingdom of yours. And then allow your awareness to include any feeling, any emotion, any feeling state. Any agitation or activation that you can feel in your upset or whatever is arising. Maybe you can just loosely label what you're noticing. Again, with that intention of deeply receiving yourself. Allowing whatever's here. Whatever emotion that maybe you can again name what you're noticing, or just loosely label, anger, or agitation or anxiety. And again, can you make yourself big enough? So it's like expand yourself right out into the size of the room, that space, so that you can allow this to be here without pushing it away or needing it to get rid of it. Really receiving the truth of this moment for yourself. Welcoming it. You're welcome. And you may encounter resistance. It may be like, I don't want to feel this, or a more sense of that pushing something away. And if that's the case, then just welcome that. Welcome that. Welcome the resistance, that part of you that doesn't want it to be like this. That's okay. That's the truth of this moment. So you keep receiving all the layers, all that is arising from that deep part of you. That center that never changes, but that can observe all that is changing and moving, thoughts and stories and sensations, feelings, breath. And just bringing your attention back to your breath. Nice, taking a couple of nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, long, slow exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the mouth. One last one. Inhale. And then a long, slow exhale through the mouth. And just sitting here, really again, receiving yourself, whatever's arising. Opening to what is here, what's true for you. And creating space, allowing, not holding, but allowing it all to be here. Coming back to the weight of the body, or to the breath if you need an anchor, or the hands against the heart and belly. Opening to the possibility that all that is here is great wisdom. All that's happening, even if it's uncomfortable or undesirable, that there's great wisdom here in your body, sensations, feelings. And then when you're ready, taking a really nice deep inhale and exhale, releasing the shoulders, the jaw, releasing the arms. And you might like to get up and shake it out a little. Or just gently, in your own time, opening your eyes. Just noticing what you notice. Maybe it's a really lovely thing to just journal. Have a notebook and journal what you've been noticing. It's also lovely to do this like on a daily basis, not just when you might be a little bit edgy or having the buttons pressed. It's lovely to do it on a daily basis, because then you build a container for those times when it's a little more difficult and more uncomfortable. So, wishing you a gorgeous run up to Christmas. Be gentle, be kind to yourself. Know that you are a sovereign being. You're a cyclical being. Know that things come and go and pass. Know that you have your truth. And it's not always the same truth as others. And that's okay. So I wish you a beautiful holiday season and a gorgeous winter solstice. May you rest well. May you enjoy the darkness and enjoy the great celebration too. Loads of love.